The amount of CO2 in the atmosphere has reached its highest level in at least 800,000 years. That's a view of the CSIRO and the Bureau of Meteorology. The organisations have released their latest climate snapshot, predicting global temperatures could rise by 5 degrees by 2070. Environment reporter Connor Duffy reports from Cape Grim in Tasmania.
The technicians arrive early to continue work that's been underway since this monitoring station was set up in the 70s. A humble tissue is used to service machines that the world relies on for climate change data. Inside, liquid nitrogen is used to prepare air samples bound for Paris. Dr. Paul Fraser has been here from the beginning, helping to establish what's become a sacred site for climate science.
Well, we like to think it's probably the most important site in the world. Other people may argue about that.
The latest research data from here is dire news for the environment. It shows a continuing spike in carbon dioxide levels, which are now at 390 parts per million.
Going back 2,000 years on our own work, but going back 800,000 years for other people, they find no evidence of CO2 levels above about 300 parts per million.
The data is also being analysed by climate scientists who say that temperatures cooled slightly in 2010 and 2011 due to La Nina.
Despite that, the last decade was still the warmest decade that we've recorded in Australia. And sea surface temperatures around Australia during the last 2 years were the highest on record by some way.
Dr Carl Briganza, the head of climate monitoring at the Bureau, says maximum temperatures have already risen by 0.75%.
The highest temperatures on record are occurring with greater frequency and over greater areas of Australia, and we're seeing less of the cold weather records.
The scariest part about the snapshot is the long-range forecast. It predicts a temperature increase of between 1 degree and 5 degrees Celsius by 2070, and that'll mean more droughts and more floods. Connor Duffy, ABC News, Cape Grim.